What's up, guys? My name is TechnoTuner, and today I'm bringing to you guys a live box opening of Duelist Advance. This set has just released in the past week. It's a lot of fun and has a lot of capabilities to change the current meta. We see in this set where we have the Archmage or Archmagia archetype along with Vanquish Soul and the Automatopoeia stuff, along with a lot of other items, such as some cards that can make Burning Abyss playable. I wanted to bring this to you guys just as a fresh, brand new box opening, just to give you guys a look at what the box holds and what the set holds as a total. I hope you guys do enjoy this, and if you do, please go ahead and leave a comment or leave a like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. So let's go ahead and hop right on into this. All right. So, first up, out of the first pack, I'll move this off to the side here. We have Spirit Poacher. Once per during your opponent's standby phase, you can activate one of these effects, place one monster in your spell and trap zone as a face-up continuous spell. Your opponent can special summon one monster card with less original attack than their life points from your spell and trap zone to their field. Then they pay life points equal to its original attack. If an effect monster you own is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can send this face-up card from the spell and trap zone. Special summon one level 4 or lower monster from your deck. I can see where this would be beneficial for Crystal Beast, but at this point, not really for anything else. We got Dark Flare Swordsman, so Flame Swordsman support. You take no damage from battles involving this card. You can only use each of the following effects of Dark Flare Swordsman once per turn. You can send one Flame Swordsman, or one monster that mentions it, from your extra deck to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot declare attacks for the rest of the turn except with warrior monsters. Quick effect, you can tribute this card, special summon one monster that mentions Flame Swordsman from your deck except a level 6 monster. Okay. We got new Super Quantal cards, such as the Dark Zetan, basically Dark Alpha. The Vanquish Soul Field Spell. Vanquish Soul Start. This card actually allows you to target a Vanquish Soul monster you control and add one with a different attribute from your deck to your hand. It's just a great way to get searching and going on. Then we have Galaxy War Drake as a super. It's not that bad either. If level 4 light monster special summon to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, even if it wasn't, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can target one other level 4 light monster you control, make both that monster and this card's level 8 until the end of this turn. So that opens up some possibilities for Galaxy Eyes players. Got new Duelist spell, Gaia Stream, Return of the Duelist, and Archmage Pack Awakening. Okay, on to the next one. Sorry if I'm not reading all the cards, guys. There's a lot of cards in this set, and I want to try and get through this as much as possible and show you guys the highlights. This card is a fun one, the Miracle Raven. It's a fun little ritual card that basically can act as a full tribute. It's also a pendulum monster for some reason, but it's still pretty cool to use. Lunalight Masquerade. Lunalights actually can become meta with the new support from this set, so that's actually really nuts. We got Crossmind Archfiend, Moon Magician, Psychic Blaster MK2. I'm kind of curious as to why they're remaking the Psychics. Not mad about it, just kind of curious. But we have another Duelist spell, a Regenesis commands. We got more Regenesis support. Then we got another Gaia Stream and Xyz's Lay. All right. We got Wake Up Mocha. This one's actually a really cool card. Once per turn during your end phase, you can change this card to face down defense position. You can only use each of the following effects of Wake Up Mocha once per turn. You can target one face down defense position on your field. Special summon this card from your hand. If you do that, change that monster to attack position. This card is flipped face up. You can target one face up monster on the field. It gains 1,000 attack, but send it to the graveyard during the end phase. Why does it sound like Subterror support? Like, it actually does. Okay. This card is actually really good for the Ancient Fairy stuff and for Yummy. If you control a level 4 or lower light, beast, plant, or fairy monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. A monster that was synchro summoned using this card gains these effects, gains 500 defense. Your opponent cannot target this defense position card with card effects. So it's really good, especially for the new Ancient Fairy stuff. Hushed Psychic Minister. Okay. Free special summon if you control another psychic monster. The Dark Ranger, essentially, so Super Quantum Black Layer. Ooh, okay, this is a cool super. Tessera the Primal Squire. This is a new Monarch support that we got as well. That is really cool. You can reveal one Monarch spell or trap in your hand, special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one monster. Okay. The new Angry Burger, the Hungry Burger support. Psychic Omnibuster, Monarch's Master Plan, and another Return of the Duelist. I'm going to hop back real quick because I know my friend will flame me if I don't read about this card. Angry Burger. You can ritual summon this card with a recipe card. Monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack this card. You can use each of the following effects of Angry Burger once per turn. You can reveal this card in your hand and add one Duelist monster from your deck to your hand, and if you do, shuffle this card into the deck. Quick effect, you contribute one attack position monster on either field, and if you do, special summon one Hungry Burger with 2,000 attack from your hand or deck. Wow, that is nuts. That is definitely going to help out Hungry Burger and Duelist in general. All right. I will say these packs are a little thicker than usual, which is the weird part. We got the Moon stuff, which is Moon Magician. We got Layer 19, which is more Super Quantal cards. Miracle Raven. Wake Up Mocha. Parallel Teleport. Tribute one Psychic monster with a level. Special summon one level 7 or lower Psychic monster from your deck or extra deck. Then the original level of the Tribute monster. Then if the original level of the Tribute monster is different from that of the special summon monster, you lose life points equal to the difference times 1,000. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this card except Psychic monsters, so it does Psychic lock you. The new Lunalight Silverhound card. This one's really good as well. Unbreakable Xyz Barrier, Archmage, Master Work Succession, Ashlon U1000. All right. Inferno of the Ashen. Okay, so we got a new Ashen card. When this card is activated, you can place one Obsidian, the Ashen City, from your deck face up in either field zone. You can target one face-up card your opponent controls and one level 8 or higher Dark Pyro monster in your graveyard. Send that card on the field to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon that other monster from your graveyard to your opponent's field in defense position. Alright. You can use this effect of Inferno of the Ashen once per turn and only activate one once per turn. This is the card, I know it's a common, but this is the card that I've been super excited for. I love Burning Abyss. It's this and Mutiny in the Sky and the new fusion. Makes Burning Abyss so much more fun. Monsters in your left or rightmost main monster zones cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can use each of the following effects of Boyo the Dawn's Light once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can target one Fiend effect monster you control, negates effects. And if you do, special summon this card. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Mutiny in the Sky from your deck to your hand. So this card is actually really good for Burning Abyss because it lets you negate your Burning Abyss monster so you can special summon it and then go right into a Dante. We have the new Chef de Novelis, the Heroic Champion Magnum Excalibur. Okay. All right. Gaga Gambara Knight. This is part of the Automatopoeia support. I'm not a huge fan of it, but to each their own. There is Moon Gardener, Monarch's Master Plan, Archmage Vandalism, and Link Slayer at Ignister. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about Malice stuff, and people are tired of playing against it, but this card is actually really good for the at Ignister, Code Talker, and Malice support. If a Cyber monster you control would be used as link material for an at Ignister monster, and this card is in your hand, you can also use this as material. It's actually really good because it's basically a Link Slayer for the deck where you can discard one card, target one spell, and trap on the field. Or you can target two if this card was on the field when it was used as a link material and destroy those cards. Also, I'm sorry for the blurry camera. I am unsure why my camera keeps losing focus. All right, let's see here. Ooh, another Boyo. Okay. 2 out of 3 there. Regenesis Cycle. Vanquish Soul Start. All right. Got a third. Super Quantal. Fairy Zatan. Morgana. All right. So we got the Morgana support. Morgana, the Witch of Eyes. So basically, this is the Morganite deck. A lot of people are playing Morgana Stun. This card basically allows you to add a Morganite spell from your deck to your hand when it's a normal or special summon. If you have 3 or more Morganite spells with different names in your graveyard and or banishment, you could change the attack of all face-up monsters your opponent controls to 0, which is nutty. Okay, that's really nice, though. Ooh, Absolute Axon Kicker. Ashlon 0-1000. Or U-1000, excuse me. Unbreakable Xyz Barrier. And Armitage Archmage Pact Awakening. Alright, on to the next pack. Kind of had some low hit, but I like what we're hitting so far. Can't really complain. Yukino Mitsune no Tamayura. I am so sorry if I just went and butchered that, but that's another one of those. Regenesis Cycle. Spirit Poacher. Oh. Hushed Psychic Minister. Ooh, the RB card. RBGA 10 Cutter. If you control no face-up monsters, or the only face-up monsters are RB monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use RB Gaio Cutter once per turn this way. Or GA10 Cutter. When an opponent's spell or trap or card effect is activated and this card is linked to an RB monster, link monster, you pay 700, destroy this card. And if you do, negate that effect, and if you destroy that card. Okay, that's cool. The RBs is a new TCG archetype, which is actually based on like a buildable robot, which is super cool. This is the really awkward one. They're making basically field spells that are based on seasons. I don't think we've gotten any of them prior to this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but Spring is actually pretty cool if you read it. Oh no, the new stun card. Oh no, Runic Stun is going to be a lot more chaotic now. For a player to normal summon from a monster from their hand with more than 1350 attack or defense, an original level of 4 or lower, they must tribute summon it by attributing 1 monster. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a light monster, you can destroy that monster. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add a monster with 1350 attack from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Leo Wizard, the Dark Fiend, once per turn. So it basically searches itself. Oh boy. Theorize and Archmage Masterwork Succession. For those who are curious on the Archmage stuff, it is basically replacing the Diabell lore. Diabell's story has finished, so we're now moving on to, I think, Medius of the Pure? Medius of the Pure, if I remember correctly. Ooh, this is the new Sky Blaster card. So, during the main phase, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, target 1 face-up monster opponent controls, change it to face-down defense position. If this card is sent to the graveyard, target 1 face-down card on the field and destroy it. So that's actually really nice. It works very well for the Vanquish Soul and Canine cards coming out. So I would keep my eye on this common. It's going to be really nice to have. This card is really good for Yummy, for those that are curious. Requires 2 light monsters, including a beast monster. Your opponent cannot target cards in the field zone with card effects. You can only use each of the following effects. Yukino Mitsune no Onari. If this card is link summoned, you can use each of the effects once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can target 1 quick play spell in your graveyard. If this card is destroyed, for each card in the field zone, you can apply 1 of the effects. If both, apply them in sequence. Destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. That's actually pretty unique. Teleport Fusion, which is the Psychic Fusion, I would assume. Sudden Thunderous Swamp. RB Vulcan Rocket. Okay, so we got another RB card. That's cool. Lunalight Silverhound. I'm just going to read this one. Lunalights are going to be popping up. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon 1 Lunalight monster from your deck except Silverhound. But you cannot special summon from the extra deck except Lunalight monsters. All you control that face-up monster. When a spell or trap card or effect is activated on the field, quick effect, you can banish this card and one Lunalight fusion monster from your graveyard. Negate the activation. You can only use the effect of this once per turn. Oh, Lord. Okay. That's kind of busted. Another one for the stun deck. Another Archmage. And Moon Gardener. All right. All right, let's see what else we get here. Oh, we finally got it. Mutiny in the Sky. Fusion summon one Fiend or Fairy Fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling Fiend and or Fairy monsters from your graveyard into the deck as material. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send one Fiend or Fairy monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Add this card to your hand. You can use each effect of Mutiny in the Sky once per turn. This is really cool. I am definitely happy to see that. Another Spirit Poacher, Teleport Fusion, Dark Flare Swordsman, Trapaholic, or Trapholic. Target one spell or trap you control, destroy it, and if you do, set one normal trap from your deck except Trapholic. It can be activated this turn while you have 3 or more traps in your graveyard. You can only activate one Trapholic per turn. I'm sorry, I'm going to be that person. I'm not a huge fan of Labyrinth support, but okay. Another Spring. Ooh, Archmage Power of Patron. You cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. You can use each of the following effects of Patron once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, fusion summon one Archmage fusion monster or Nerva, the Power Patron of Creation from your extra deck. Using this card, you control and monsters from your hand or field. If this card is sent from hand or field to the graveyard, add one Archmage spell or trap from your deck to your hand with a different name from the cards in your graveyard. That's pretty interesting. Starham. Excuse me. The Starham. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can discard one card, special summon one monster from your graveyard, that was used as material for this card's Synchro Summon. And if you do, it is treated as a tuner. If this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 2 cards, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can use each effect of Starham once per turn. That's a nutty card. I like that. And then another Stun. Okay, I get it. Am I supposed to play Stun? Is that what you're trying to tell me here, Leo Wizard the Dark Fiend? All right. Next, we got the Steel Stringed Sacrifice. Prototype Psychic Blaster. Heroic Champion Magnum Excalibur. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to adjust the camera so it picks it up. There we go. Huh. Well. Layer 19. Primite Fusion. Okay. Fusion summon one Dragon Fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling its materials from your field, graveyard, and or banishment into the deck, including a normal monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Add one level 5 or higher Primite monster from your deck to your graveyard to your hand. Use each effect of Primite Fusion once per turn. That is still really cool looking. Another Archmage, Etherealize. We got new Tistina support out of nowhere. We knew this was coming, but just didn't think it was coming in the set. And Serene Psychic Girl. All right. Chef de Noveles. Another Yuka no Mitsune no Anari. Sudden Thunder Swamp. Crossmind Archfiend. I was a huge fan of those as a kid growing up. The psychics were really cheap and really cool. Ooh, okay, this is the fusion I was looking for and have been on the hunt for. Loose the Dusk's Dark. 3 Fiend and or Fairy monsters in your graveyard. Monsters in your leftmost or rightmost main monster zones cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can use each of the following effects of Loose the Dusk's Dark once per turn. You can target one card your opponent controls, send one Fiend or Fairy monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that card. If another card you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. So the fun part is, if you have any extra Burning Abyss monsters in your hand that you want to summon and just get rid of to trigger their effects, you can summon them not to the farthest left or farthest right. It will then trigger their effect to destroy themselves. So when they pop, you'll be able to get their effect if you didn't special summon them. But if you did special summon them, they become into free fodder for this effect to trigger. So you can target one card on the field and destroy it. That is really nice. Another Ashlon U1000. Theorize, Angry Burger, Novelas Recipe Book, Recetas de Noveles. All right. Another Yuko no Mitsune no Onari, Lunalight Masquerade, Heroic Champion Magnum Excalibur, another Wake Up Mocha, a Vanquished Soul Holy Sue. During the main phase, you can reveal one other Vanquished Soul monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand. You can activate one of these effects by revealing monsters in your hand with the listed attributes. Earth and Dark, take control of one monster your opponent controls with the lowest attack. Your choice if tied until the end phase. Fire and Dark, special summon one non-psychic Vanquished Soul monster from your deck. You can only use each effect of Vanquished Soul Holly Sue once per turn, and cannot activate more than one effect, or more than one in the same chain. God, why? Okay. So fun fact, I already pulled one. This makes my second one. I'm not mad about it, but I'm just like, I'd like to see other cards. Okay, Archmage Vandalism, Regenesis Commands, and Absolute Axon Kicker. All right, it looks like we're about halfway down the box right now. Wake Up Mocha, Inferno of the Ascent, Hushed Psychic Minister, Prototype Psychic Blaster, Monarch's Revolt. Discard one card, reveal three monsters from... Discard one card, reveal three monsters from your deck with 2,400 or more attack and 1,000 defense, and or 800 attack and 1,000 defense. Your opponent chooses one for you to add to your hand, and you send the rest to the graveyard. Also, for the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the extra deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon one monster with 800 attack or 1,000 defense from your hand. Okay, you can only use each effect of the Monarch's Revolt once per turn. Okay, Serene Psychic Girl, Archmage Pack Awakening. That art is still really beautiful. Lunalight Silverhound, and Linkslayer at Ignister. Still no secrets, which is the really weird part. Okay, Dark Flare Swordsman, Super Quantum Black Layer, Vanquish Soul Start, Psychic Prototype Psychic Blaster, Silent Psychic Magician as our super, Spring, Archmage Power Patron, Shipping Error, and Theorize. Okay. Weird. Valon the Super Psy Sky Blaster, Crossmind Archfiend, Teleport Fusion, Steel Stringed Sacrifice, Lunalight Perfume Dancer, the super for the deck, the Starham, Linkslayer at Ignister, Return of the Duelist, Archmage Pact Awakening. Okay, Regenesis Cycle, Layer 19, Heroic Champion, Magnum Excalibur, Boyo, the Dawn's Light. Ooh, okay, there's our secret, or at least one of them. Gorgon of Zilloophthonia. God, I butchered that name. 2 effect monsters. Your opponent cannot summon or set monsters to a zone this card points to. Monsters this card points to cannot attack. Also, their activated effects are negated. Gains attack equal to the total original attack of monsters this card points to. Cannot be destroyed by battle or monster effects while this card points to no monsters. Wow. Just wow. And that card is beautiful. Like, let me pull it up here. Come on. There we go. Look at that. That is just beautiful. All right. Return of the Duelist. Psychic Omnibuster. Archmage Vandalism Assault. Moon Gardener. Moon Magician. Inferno the Ascent. Miracle Raven. Mutiny in the Sky. Okay. Tried not to show that, but Archmage Diactorus. Okay. Medius the Pure +1 Archmage monster. You can target one monster on the field, change its battle position when your opponent activates a card or effect on the field. If you have 3 or more different monster types on your field, negate the activation. If you do destroy that card, this fusion summon card is destroyed. You can special summon Medius the Pure from your hand, deck, or banishment. That's actually really cool. And the art is beautiful. Like, okay, I'm not usually a huge fan of some of the weird side archetypes or the new ones they put out, but the last 2 for art have been really nice. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. Colors and everything. Okay. This card is literally becoming the bane of my whole video. Gaia Stream, the Graceful Force, Angry Burger, Ashlon U1000. Did I miss an Ultra? I feel like I overlooked an Ultra. Sorry, I'm going to take a second here, guys. Like, we're just going to go through this real quick. Morgana. I feel like I missed an Ultra. Either that or I overlooked one. It's not in that half. Crossmind, Psychic. We got, yeah, Trapaholic and that. Okay, yeah, so we're on track. Okay, so we got 2 Ultras, 2 Secrets. All right. Moon Magician, Super Quantum Black Layer, Vanquish Soul Start, Lunalight Masquerade, RBGA 10 Driller. If you control no face-up monsters, or the only face-up monsters you control are RB monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, you can only special summon it once per turn this way. During the main phase, if this card is linked to an RB monster, you can pay 500 life points, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy both that monster and this card. That's actually pretty good. So we got Unbreakable Exceeds Barrier, Gaia Stream, Shipping Error, Absolute Axon Kicker. Last 5 packs of the 6th here. Steel String Sacrifice. Yukone Mitsune no Ononari. Mutiny in the Sky. Crossmind Archfiend. Monarch Perfection. Once per chain, if your opponent special summons a monster and you control a tribute summon monster, you can banish one Monarch spell or trap from your graveyard, then activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of Monarch Perfection once per turn. Destroy one monster in the field, destroy 2 spells or traps on the field, discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, destroy 1 face down card on the field, place 1 card on top of the field or on top of the deck, banish 1 card on the field. So it's literally just the OG Monarchs all in one continuous trap. That's nuts. You see each of their attributes. That's really cool. Huh. Okay, Archmage again. Miasma Dragon Testina, Angry Burger, and Genesis Commands. Be nuts if we can actually get like a Starlight. Chef de Noveles, Yukuno Mitsune no Tamayura, Layer 19, Sudden Incursion, Super Quantum Black, Boya the Dawn's Light, another Primite Fusion, Unbreakable Exceeds Barrier, Miasma Dragon Testina, Exceeds Lay, Lunalight Silverhound. All right. Regenesis Cycle. Sun Thunder Swamp. Super Quantal Fairy Zatan. Chef de Noveles. Zubaba Ba Knight. Okay. Serene Psychic Girl. Noveles Recipe Book. Recetes de Noveles. Psychic Omnibuster. The Monarch's Master Plan. Once again, sorry if I'm going a little fast. I am down to my last 3 packs here, guys. Sun Thunder Swamp. Valen the Super Psy Sky Blaster. Moonlight Masquerade. Hushed Psychic Minister. Secretarian Dragon. This is really good for Dragon Tail. 1 dragon monster plus 1 spellcaster monster. This card loses 100 attack for each of your banished cards. While you control this fusion summon card, your opponent cannot activate the effects of special summon dragons or spellcaster monsters they control. You can target 1 dragon and spellcaster monster in your graveyard, special summon 1, and if you do, place the other on the bottom of the deck. Okay. It's actually really nice. Take a look at that. That's actually really pretty. So that's 3 Ultras. The Starham. Archmage Power Patron. Miasma Dragon Testina. And Psychic Omnibuster. Okay. Down to the last 2 packs. Teleport Fusion. Super Quantal Black Layer. Steel String Sacrifice. Prototype Psychic Blaster. Guilt Gripping Morganite. For the rest of the duel, you cannot apply the following effects. You cannot activate monster effects in the hand. You can normal summon level 5 or higher monsters without tributing. You do not pay life points to activate spell and trap cards. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then reveal 1 Morganite card in your hand. Place the revealed card on the bottom of the deck and then draw 1. Wow, that's... Yeah, now I see why they're playing the stun. Jeez, okay. Absolute Axelon Kicker. Shipping Error. Serene Psychic Girl. Xyz Lay. And then the final pack of the set. Or at least the box. Can it be something to send us back something good? Inferno of the Ashened. Dark Flare Swordsman. Mutiny in the Sky. Spirit Poacher. Okay, it's a link. Is this the RB Ultra? RB the Brute Blues! Okay! This is the Link 3 that everybody's looking forward to. 2 machine monsters gains the following effect. Well, this card points to an RB monster. Gains attack equal to the total original attack of RB monsters it points to. Can make a second attack during each battle phase. And cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. During main phase, you can add 1 RB monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of RB Brute Blues once per turn. That's really cool. I like that. That's really cool. Alright, and then we got Link Slayer at Ignister, the Starham, Archmage, Power Patron, and Spring. Alright, guys, outside of that, we only got a few hits. Not that great of a set overall for like looking for high rarity stuff. But I honestly like this set. It's really doing us a lot of cool and interesting archetypes while being able to really just give us more support for other cards that we really want to see really being played. I know everybody's probably tired of Primite, but, you know, there's other things around. We'll place that one over there. But yeah, like, it's not bad overall. All right. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you all sitting through this with me. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Outside of that, guys, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.
Is it okay if I'm to say I'm catching feelings? from all the dealings. Am I astray? What do you say? How are you feeling? Is it the same?